As of today, Seyi Tinubu, the son of Mr. President, doesn't hold any political office. He's not an elected official or elected representative of anybody, any constituency, any people anywhere. He's not appointed into any office. Apart from being son of the president, he's a nobody. Yet, he is using the instrumentality of the law, state actors, state resources, and then institutions of government of Nigeria to oppress an individual who is even more relevant in the scheme of things, as it were, as at today, as president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Abubakar Isa has got more relevance, is more of a stakeholder in the business of how this country is run than Seyi Tinubu. But Seyi has had him detained at the DSS custody. I know the news have been, you've seen it everywhere, but I'm only coming here because when it was released that this man purportedly apologized to Seyi Tinubu, I knew there was a foul play. The DSS, how can somebody make such grave accusations on Seyi Tinubu? Seyi did not go to court. His lawyer never wrote any rebuttal to try to even correct the impression. The only thing we saw Seyi was to write few useless lines on his social media, Instagram story, and then the next DSS picked the guy, and they said he apologized, that he was lying, and he was being manipulated. Right now, the young man has now used his own lawyer to sue the DSS, sue the Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), and Seyi Tinubu as first, second, and third respondent. Over 32 billion naira, so to speak. But leave all of that. I am worried, and this is why I consistently remind us when we say we applaud certain nonsense. He's a youth, he has not done anything. Because this man has seen a political trajectory, he has seen a political strategy that has worked for his father for years. He is likely going to also employ the tactics, even more, even worse, so to speak. My mentor used to say that what you applaud, you reward, and what you reward, you repeat. What you applaud, you reward, and whatever you reward, you repeat. We have applauded this thing, I call it strategy, master strategy, Jagaban. And now we have rewarded him with being, we may not have rewarded him being president, we have rewarded him being allowed to run this country without any resistance. And now we are going to repeat it because someone like Seyi cannot walk away from what he has known to work. And the same with all of these guys that have worked with him, worked with Tinubu closely. This is something that they are known that has worked. Take it, grab it, steal it, run with it. And look at what Seyi is doing now, constituting nuisance and bringing embarrassment to his family. Of course, there is nothing about the family that's even worthy to notice. It's already an embarrassing situation. But people think that, oh, this should be a governor, this has a political future, whereas you have not left the house. You are still a boy that is still being trained and tutored. You are doing worse. Even Tinubu wasn't this barbaric, wicked, and devilish at his age. Even Tinubu, his father, wasn't this barbaric, wicked, and devilish at his age. Go and read it up. Go to Star Reporters and read up. And like I have said, this may not be the video, but I'll just hit it. There are two political strategies that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has employed over the years that has worked. Apart from the very popular money bags, one of the things that Tinubu has been doing, okay, let's make it three, money, of course. The second is subtle manipulation or influence. And that is why till tomorrow, Bola Ahmed Tinubu successfully was able to detonate the influence and reputation of Redeemed Christian Church of God. What Tinubu did to redeem it prior to 2015 election, they have not recovered. And it's not that Adeboye is a very bad person, I say that. Adeboye is somebody that would want to live a life of integrity. He has got character, even though age is telling on him right now. But there was subtle manipulation prior to 2015 election, to the point that they even went to organize and create a department in charge of politics, engagement, conversation, and all of the issues about national development. That department only became useful only for that election. After that election, it became useless because they realized that they were cajoled, they were bossed, they were manipulated, subtle manipulation. I am told that there are many churches in Lagos, big churches, that the lands were offered to them by Tinubu freely because he had a foresight. That's why most of these pastors, we are hearing all the dimensions of Silas and Paul analysis, all the dimensions of let's pray for Nigeria. All of them, there is corn in their pocket, and this corn did not come now. This corn came earlier in the subtle manipulation and influence. Is a major strategy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Subtle one, subtle manipulation. You don't know. You heard Amechi said that after Buhari took over office as president, and everybody were running into juicy offices, juicy positions, ministries, Bola Ahmed Tinubu asked It is Amechi that said it. He asked for INEC. Of all the offices available, he asked for INEC. And they gave him INEC. That's how Yakub Mahmoud became chairman of INEC. Till tomorrow, you see. Smartly, subtle manipulation. People would have thought, I'm not wanting anything. Give me INEC. Because he saw the future. The second or the third strategy of Bola is divide and conquer. Divide and conquer is the third strategy of Bola Tinubu's political dynasty. The divide and conquer. And he does it everywhere. Successively, he looks into a group, he looks into a particular body. He has done it to CAN, he has done it to PFN. He did it to Afenifere in the last election. He's doing it to NANS. Now, the dangers are that this current NANS president, Abubakar Issa, for example, seems to have affiliations with another political figure. So what he did was to have as I talked about, there's a faction of NANS. Is a faction of NANS. There's a faction of NANS that has been divided, has been polarized. But this guy seems to have a lot of influence. And so he tried to lure him to, because of course the goal is for 2027. Allowing a group like NANS not to be with you and with what they plan to do 2027 is a dangerous omen. It means that the group is going to mobilize and some level of force, and that can. So the goal moving forward, just the way you see that is Bola Tinubu's daughter, Iyaloja, is dividing market associations everywhere. Go to Edo State before the last election. There were plans to install a new market woman leader against the popular face. But of course, that did not work because the governor resisted. And then since the governor left, they have dissolved the former school and restructured. This is divide and conquer. It's a strategy that Bola Tinubu has worked for him effortlessly. And that's what Seyi wants to do with NANS. So his own goal is to ensure that NANS is divided and NANS is voiceless, becomes a toothless bulldog. So that 2027, whatever happens. And so now ask me, look at all of this and tell me, would you do all of these theatrics, all of these shenanigans, permit me, all of these demonic works and say you mean well for the people? Why are you seeking more about division, about conquering, about taking over, about subtle manipulation, if you truly came to govern? So that's why they have left, because governance has failed. The next thing you are seeing now is paper politics. We are paid off loans, IMF loans. Who asked you to come and pay loans when people are hungry? Fix basic infrastructures. What you are coming to tell us is that we are paying, because all of this can be manipulated. You don't have access to documents. Are you? Anything will be waiting to tell you. Did these same people not tell you? Why not tell you that we have Nigerian air that was going to kickstart? Is there anything that you have not heard? So as long as they can only manipulate what they have, what they can conceal. So what cannot be manipulated are the standard of living of Nigerian people. How good the Nigerian people are. They cannot manipulate that one. That's why they have left that. So they have started to play. Why are you bothered about dividing in the Nigerian students if indeed you are going to be able to fix the problem of the Nigerian people? Let's tell ourselves the truth. And again, I stand to be corrected. Seyi is a bad omen. He's a bad example. He will be more terrible, if there's an English like that, more terribly terrible than his father. Shame on all of you supporting this nonsense happening. Shame on all of you.